Raw Talk is opinion-based, and everyone is encouraged to do their own research. Raw Talk episode 2. Let's go on this one. Just a quick recap on that first Find Your Purpose episode. That one meant a lot to me. It took a mentality to get through that, right? And so today I have the question, do you really have control of your thoughts? Are you really in control of your mind? And maybe if you're not using affirmations, which is what I want to dive into, how to control your mind, how to do this properly. Because if we are not actively thinking about what we're thinking about, then it's going to just go rampant. Our subconscious can run rampant. This can cause depression. This can cause needless focusing on negative things, like talking negatively about ourselves to ourselves, or maybe even out loud to other people too. So affirmations can really open up the door to having better focus on where you want to lead your life and better focus on what you're actually consistently thinking about. You might have your own ideas of what affirmations are. I'll reference this book. It is Mind Power into the 21st Century. John Kino, I believe, is the author. That book is where I learned this information. And I learned about this information at a very young age. I would say at 13, 14 years old is when I first learned about affirmations. But what I want to talk about here is how to properly use them. I'll talk about a couple examples of affirmations that I use, and also the consistency that it takes, because even after practicing this stuff for over 20 years, I constantly must stay vigilant and pay attention to what I'm thinking about, or else I too could slip into the negative cyclone that is the natural path of the mind for some reason. So affirmations, there's 3 pieces to using affirmations that's really important. I started using them when I was 13, 14 years old, like I had mentioned. My mom introduced the book, which again is Mind Power into the 21st Century. She introduced that to me. Thank you, Mom, for dropping this bombshell information on me when I was young. I've read the information. I've reread this book probably maybe 4 or 5 times maybe. And it's really helped out every single time that I've reread it. I had a new perspective and it was still relevant. So with an affirmation, it's like a small sentence or phrase. So I excel. I overcome. I'm strong. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm collect. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed against like opposition. You can come up with any affirmation. So the small sentence or phrase is really the first part. When you come up with your small sentence or phrase, you want to keep it simple and you want to keep it structured positively. Now, there's one thing about the subconscious mind is with affirmations and thought process, it normally doesn't hear don'ts, nots, won'ts, all those negatives. So, for example, trying to quit smoking cigarettes, the wrong affirmation would be, I don't smoke cigarettes. That's the wrong affirmation because your subconscious is hearing, I smoke cigarettes. And then you're repeating that to yourself. The right affirmation, and there's plenty of correct affirmations, but one that worked for me was, I am smoke-free and cigarettes are disgusting. Those are both positively phrased. And what does it feel like to be smoke-free? What does that look like? I'm going to stick with the cigarette affirmation right now to explain the rest of the parts. So that's the first part, is the small sentence or phrase. The second part is visualizing yourself. So you want to say it, but you also want to see it. And so you visualize yourself as if I was smoke-free. So I knew what I looked like when I was smoking cigarettes, smelly hoodies, always looking for that, like your fingers kind of stink, like it, we all know how that goes. So how do I look being smoke-free? How does that look? What does that Arthur look like? And you actually try to visualize that and really see that as if it's already been accomplished. So that's the second part. Third part here is they call it seeding, but it's really the emotions that you feel with accomplishing this affirmation, this person that you want to be. Because basically when you're using affirmations, you're creating your life, you're manifesting your life. So how do I feel being smoke free? How does that feel to me? Oh, well, I surely can take in a deeper breath of air because I'm not constantly wrecking my lungs with cigarette smoke. So that's how I would feel. I would feel excited, like I feel more energetic. Like what emotions are attached to that goal as if it's been accomplished, right? So that's the third part. So you have the small sentence or phrase, positively stated, I am smoke free. And then you have the visualization. How does that look? I'm looking at that. I can see it. And then also, how does that feel? Like, I already know now how it looks, how it sounds, how it feels to be successful when it comes to quitting cigarettes, because I already know what it's like to be smoke free. And so that's the power of an affirmation. Like, you can really pinpoint some stuff and create a small sentence or phrase and a visualization and start getting that emotional input. You could create that to tackle anything in life, like dating, health, addictions. You could attack whatever you want with affirmations, better relationships with people, everything. So it's really, really cool, but it's important that you do all three things. And there's also a cadence that you want to do this at, right? So you want to do it like 5 times a day, but only for like a minute to 2 minutes each time. Keep it short, just quick hits throughout the day, 1 to 2 minutes, doing my affirmation. Bam, bam, bam. I'm seeing it. I'm saying it. I'm feeling it, seeing it, saying it, feeling it, And with that, over time, it begins to create this energy. Now, affirmations, there's really no timeline. It could take a month. It could take like 6 months. It could take 5 years. It could take 10 years of affirming something, right? And maybe you have to tweak it a little bit. And maybe some affirmations are a bigger ask from the universe, and that's going to take a little bit more time to manifest. Like, what are your ambitions really? Like, what are you really going after with this? You could use affirmations for small things or going after big things. A couple areas that I have used affirmations is in my personal health, saying that I'm strong, I'm healthy, I have a strong, healthy heart, I have a strong, healthy mind. I've used that one a lot. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected. I'm cool, calm, I'm in control. I like that one a lot. There's a just plethora of stuff that you could come up for, whatever it is. I encourage you to use affirmations. Now, the mind is going to use your subconscious. How it works is every single time that you say it, our subconscious is constantly recording every single thing that happens in our lives. So as it's continuing to go, the subconscious takes that, it remembers. So as you're doing this and you start making a conscious effort to speak into the echo chamber, which is our subconscious, that is how it starts to generate and speak back. So that's why you have to do it for years and years and years, and you can't stop. And it's easy to fall off. Like I said earlier, I've been practicing affirmations for over 20 years, and I'm constantly reminding myself to use them. You also will gain a benefit of redirection of thought, because when you're using affirmations, if you're not consciously doing it, then you're subconsciously doing it. And that might come off like, I'm not good enough to do this, or I don't have blank to get XYZ done. Affirmations, it's all happening. The echo chamber of the subconscious is going on, whether you are trying to steer it and then eventually taking control, or it's just running rampant. And that's what I'm talking about the subconscious running rampant. It truly can. If you're not actually paying attention to what you're thinking about, then you could just lose control. And then all you're thinking is negative stuff all the time. And I've been there. I've been there where I've been really hard on myself and making excuses up and being lazy with my affirmations. So I wanted to make a really quick one on affirmations. It's so important. There's so many layers to it. And really, the fact is that either you can believe this stuff or not. Like, you can believe that it works for you, or you can believe that it's all like it doesn't exist. Either way, perception is reality. And if you believe it works, then it's more than likely going to work. If you don't believe it works, well, then that's one tool that you're not going to be utilizing that helped me out a lot. So really excited to share that one with everybody. Raw talk, baby. Quick format, subject focused content. I'm coming at you, and I'm going to keep coming at you. So tune in again soon. Thank you for everyone's support. Use those affirmations. Let's go.